It's nice being in your homes once again. Is no question unanswered. And I'm your host. My name is Mandy Hilton Latte. Today, we're looking at another subject. We're looking at social studies. I guess there are so many people out there, a lot of you out there enjoy social studies. I know that it is stressful to prepare for your exams just because you want to see yourself at the top. It's not easy. I have been there. Your teachers have been there. And generations to come will write exams. But here, we want to leave no question unanswered. We are tackling every question. Because you know what? Exams is all about the things that you are taught in school. That's what appears on the exam paper. They don't go bring anything from Mars or Jupiter. It's everything you've learned. And that's what we are going to do here on No Question Unanswered. So, stay tuned. We are going to look at the Social Studies paper, Section A of BECE 2012. I'm ready to do that. You know what? I am still learning. So if you are going to take the exams, you should also be with us here on No Question Unanswered. Now, we would join my co-host with Mr. Brokwa in the studio as they discuss some key words we meet when we get our papers. Sometimes we meet words like outline, explain, compare, contrast, mention, give, state. Sometimes when we see these words, we don't know exactly what to do. Sometimes when we are asked to outline, we will go and then maybe explain or just state. But today, we're going to listen to them as they take us through each word and what is expected of us. So let's join Gloria and Mr. Brokwa in the studio.
Today, we are going to have an interesting topic in social studies. And as you all know, social studies is an interesting subject. It's interesting because it encompasses other subjects like history, geography, culture, Greek, and so on and so forth. Fortunately for us, we are privileged to have Mr. Eugene Ablakwa in the house, who is going to take us through today's lesson. Mr. Ablakwa, you're welcome to the show today.
Thanks.
How is everything?
Very well.
Yeah, we thank God. Today, I would like us to discuss some of the reasons why students are not able to perform well when it comes to social studies.
The bottom line is lack of adequate preparedness. Students don't make time to read ahead of examinations. It's one of the major reasons.
Why don't they read ahead of examinations? Because they know definitely that they are going to write exams. So what would make them not to prepare for the exams?
It's not all children who are serious and who really know why they are in school.
Is there any reason apart from what you have mentioned so far?
Yeah, there are keywords in running through the questions. For instance, if you ask to compare and contrast, there is a way to go about it. If you ask to tabulate the differences.
And I know most students always shine that when it comes to questions that has to do with comparing and contrasting, they always leave out those questions and then go for the explain, discuss.
Exactly.
I think they rather prefer that one because it's very confusing. Can you please elaborate more on it?
Fine. In comparing, you are looking at the similarities.
Similarities.
And when you are contrasting, you are looking at the differences.
So comparing and contrasting means setting out similarities and then looking at differences.
Precisely.
Hey, right.
Precisely.
And we have suffered like that.
Yeah.
No, it's very simple.
Yeah, most of them don't pay attention to instructions. They don't read instructions.
And I find that one very strange. You're writing on exams, and the question, there are certain things that demand certain answers. Yeah. So why would you read the questions?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. That
not
all candidates who are really serious and know what they're about. I see it. Yeah, so that makes a difference. We have individual differences. The background the child is coming from, the kind of role models in the community, in the home, all go a long way to
affect the child.
affect,
But the other question that baffles my mind is that must you wait to get a role model in the house before?
No, sometimes, we learn from others. And so if there are role models, there's somebody in the family who has gone through the mill, is now a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a nurse.
So it goes
it's kind
a
of
long way
to motivate you to also, toe the same line, to also become somebody useful to the society in the future.
What advice would you give to your learners?
Yeah, as I've always said, I would advise my learners to work ahead of time. You don't wait for examinations.
Okay, they shouldn't wait for the last minute.
Exactly. And then again, they should pay attention to those keywords in the questions, because that is the gist about the question. If you are to explain and you state, you are not going to get the full mark.
The full mark.
The marking schemes clearly indicates that award 1 marks for mere mentioning.
That's listing.
Yeah, and then 3 marks for explanation.
Explaining.
So a child who just states is only going to get a mark out of 3. And so cumulatively, such a child loses a chunk of marks. And at the end of the day, it affects the grade or the score of the child.
The setting of the question, what it entails.
Yeah, the social studies paper at the BECE level is made up of 3 main sections.
Okay.
We have section A, consisting of the environment.
Environment.
Section B has to do with governance, politics, and stability.
Okay.
And then section 3 is social and economic development. So I've always advised my candidates to work around all 3 areas. Oftentimes you find that most children concentrate or focus on just the environment.
One area.
So that compels them to answer both questions instead of just picking one. And you do so at the peril of the other questions.
Can you please take us through how the social studies questions are solved?
Very well. Questions must be solved according to the demands of the question.
Okay, so what are some of the demands?
And so we have questions expecting children or candidates to explain, others expect them to outline, state, compare and contrast, like I said earlier, and more, enumerate. Okay, so you have to dance to the tune of the music.
Okay.
Go according to what the question expects you to do. So, for example, if you ask to state, maybe state 3 types of rainfall, and you just mention them: cyclonic, whatever, relief, conventional. You end up losing a chunk of marks.
But the question says state.
Yes, state doesn't mean you just state. You have to always add some flesh to the skeleton. Because if you look at the marking schemes, clearly states that give just a mark for mere mentioning. That's when you have merely mentioned the point. You need to talk a little about it.
Is it the same as discuss? Or discuss is
No, discuss means you go into detail, yes.
All right, so stating means that you state it and then you add more, a little flesh.
A little flesh to it. Yeah.
All right, so how many questions should we expect under each part?
Okay. In all, we expect 6 questions.
6 questions.
Each part has 2 questions. And the candidate is supposed to choose 1 from each section.
Okay, so you mean each of the 3 parts has 2 questions.
Exactly.
And the candidate is expected to choose one from each section.
Part. Okay. So at the end of the day, the candidate must answer just 3 questions.
3 questions
and not
out
more.
of the 6.
6, precisely. But oftentimes you find candidates answering less or more than the required number. This goes a long way to affect their performance.
All right, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Viewers, we'll be going for a short break, and when we come back, Mr. Blakwa will take us through some social studies past questions. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued to your seats. We'll be right back.
Hello viewers, you're welcome once again to today's discussion. Today on our program, we shall be discussing the BECE 2012 objective test in social studies. Stay glued to your set as I take you through today's discussion. I therefore begin by reading the first question that surfaced that year. Question 1, and I read, indiscipline is a problem in the Ghanaian society because A, it reduces productivity. B, it destroys the educational system. C, it leads to high birth rates. D, it encourages bribery and corruption. Viewers, the correct answer to this question is A, indiscipline reduces productivity. One may ask, what then is indiscipline? Indiscipline is non-conformity to set rules and regulations in a society. Every society has rules and regulations governing the conduct of behavior. But some people decide, for reasons best known to them, to flout these rules and regulations. When that happens, it is described as indiscipline. Viewers, when you look at the options given, all are results of indiscipline. But the most important here is productivity, that indiscipline reduces productivity. Indiscipline can also destroy the educational system, that is B. C, indiscipline can lead to high birth rate. Indiscipline can encourage bribery and corruption. However, the correct answer, the most suitable answer here is A. That is, indiscipline reduces productivity. So viewers, the correct answer is A. Question 2, I read, which of the following is a primary activity? Viewers, we have 3 types of production. We have primary production, secondary production, and tertiary production. And so primary activity falls under primary production. Our answers are A, plywood processing, B, fruit canning, C, cocoa cultivation, D, textile production. Viewers, our correct answer is C, cocoa production. Question here is, what then is primary activity? Primary activity is an activity that has to do with taking resources directly from nature. And so we have activities like lumbering, mining, and farming, which are all primary activities. And so cocoa cultivation, bean farming, is a primary activity. Therefore, our correct answer is C, cocoa cultivation. Question 3. The Akans are believed to have migrated from A, Old Ghana Empire, B, the Chad Basin, C, Benin Republic, D, Ile Ife. Viewers, correct answer is A, Old Ghana Empire. Akans are believed to have migrated from the Old Ghana Empire. Viewers, the B option, which is the Chad Basin, is where the Mole Dagbanis are known to have migrated from. The C, Benin Republic, is where the Ewes are known to have migrated from. And then the D, Ile Ife, is where the Gans are known to have migrated from. So viewers, take note of this. However, the correct answer is A, Old Ghana Empire. That is where the Akans are known to have migrated from. 4. The most important symbol which identifies Ghana as an independent state is the A, Speaker's Maize, B, National Flag, C, State Sword, D, Coat of Arms. Viewers, the correct answer is the National Flag. That is the most important symbol which identifies Ghana as an independent state. 5. Which of the following diseases is caused by pollution of water bodies? A, river blindness, B, asthma, C, cholera, D, hepatitis B. Viewers, correct answer here is C, cholera. Cholera. Cholera is a disease caused by taking in polluted water from water bodies. 6. A day is either gained or lost when one moves across longitude A, 180 degrees, B, 24 degrees east, C, 15 degrees west, and D, 0 degrees. The correct answer, viewers, is A, 180 degrees. These are facts. So the correct answer is A, 180 degrees. 7. The most cherished value expected of an adolescent in the Ghanaian society is most cherished value expected of an adolescent in the Ghanaian society is A, hospitality, B, patience, C, generosity, D, chastity. Viewers, all 4 answers are values expected of an adolescent Ghanaian in society. However, the most cherished, as the question demands, is D, chastity. Question here is, what is chastity? Chastity is a total abstinence from sex and all sexually related activities until marriage. So that is the most cherished value expected of an adolescent in the Ghanaian society. Therefore, our correct answer is D. Question 8. Which of the following cultural practices is a drawback to development in the Ghanaian society? Cultural practice that is a drawback to development in the Ghanaian society. A, celebration of festivals, naming and outdooring ceremonies. C, belief in the activities of demons. And then D, performing puberty rites. Viewers, correct answer is C, believe in the activities of demons. This one is known to be a drawback to development in the Ghanaian society. However, A, B, and D are all cultural practices. These practices do not draw Ghana's development back, but the C, that is believe in the activities of demons, draws the country's development back. So that is the correct answer. Question 9. The symbol. Viewers, I think I have to take you to the board at this juncture. Viewers, this is the symbol. This symbol on topographical maps represents A, settlements, B, farmlands, C, marshy areas, and then D, areas liable to flood. Viewers, our correct answer is C, marshy areas. This is a symbol that is used on topographical maps to depict marshy areas. Question here is, what is a marshy area? What are marshy areas? Marshy areas are waterlogged areas dominated by grass or herbaceous plants. In other words, herbs. So the correct answer, viewers, is C, marshy areas. Right. Viewers, question 10 reads, on a relief map, the color brown usually represents A, plants, B, mountains, C, water bodies, D, lowlands. Viewers, on relief maps, the color brown usually represents mountains. These are facts. There are no explanations to this. If you take a cursory look at any relief map, you will notice that all mountains are indicated in brown color. So the correct answer is B, mountains. Question 11. An extensive area of lowland is called A, ridge, B, valley, C, plain, and D is plateau. Viewers, our correct answer is C, plain. A valley is that part of land beneath a mountain. A plateau is a highland with a flat top. And a ridge is made up of a series of hills in an extensive area. So that is, the correct answer is C, plain. Question 12. Which of the following vegetation type is not found in Ghana? Which of the following vegetation type is not found in Ghana? A. Sahel woodland. B. Guinea savanna. C. Mangrove forest. And then D. Tropical rain forest. The correct answer here, viewers, is A. Sahel savanna. Sahel savanna is a vegetation type found in the northern parts of Africa. Guinea savanna, B, is found in the northern part of Ghana. And then the mangrove forest is found in the southern part of Ghana, whereas the tropical rainforest is also found in the western part of Ghana. So the correct answer is A, Sahel woodland. Question 13. The main type of vegetation found in the southwestern part of Ghana is the A, rainforest, B, coastal grassland, C, Guinea savanna, and D, mangrove forest. Correct answer is A, rainforest. Rainforest, that is found in the southwestern part of Ghana. 14. Lunar eclipse occurs when the A, sun comes between the earth and the moon. B, when the moon comes between the sun and the earth. C, when the earth comes between the sun and the moon. And D, when the earth rotates on its axis from west to east. Viewers, our correct answer is C. The lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes between the sun and the moon in a straight line. And then the B, the solar eclipse is also known as eclipse of the sun, and the lunar eclipse also known as eclipse of the moon. And so, correct answer here is C. That is, the lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes between the sun and the moon.
Wow, interesting questions. I guess you were able to answer them, and our teacher has helped us a lot. We're still in the process of preparing for exams. Now we've been able to answer a number of questions. So my question now is, do you have a timetable? You can't plan for something if you don't plan ahead. So before you take your exams, you need to have a timetable. You can't wake up today and say, okay, today, which subject am I going to learn? Maths, social studies, English. No, it's not right. It's better to have a timetable where you know that on Monday you're learning social studies, on Tuesday you're doing maths, on Wednesday you're doing English, on Thursday you're doing science. When you do that, you're able to plan every step and the learning becomes easier. So please prepare your timetable at home, schedule it and follow it. Follow it religiously with the time and everything, and it would help you to learn and learn very well. We've finished with a portion of the section A of 2012. We would continue next time we come to your homes again. So don't stop learning. Read your notes, solve all necessary questions you have to solve, so that when we meet next time, we'll continue from where we left off. I'll see you. My name is Mandy Hilton Latte. Bye-bye.